Very good evening, Divya and everyone, those of you who have just joined. So, first of all, I welcome each one of you to my class on the Indian Penal Code 1860. Let's start with my brief introduction first. My name is Sandeep Khatri. These are my areas of specialization, as you can see on the screen. Here is the link of my profile of an academy, so make sure you follow that to get all the updates about my special classes and my plus courses. This is the link of my Telegram channel where you can connect with me and ask your questions in relation to your judiciary preparation. This is my code Khatri10 which you can use to get free access of all the special classes available on Unacademy app. So this was about me. Now I request everyone please be attentive, and this is going to be interactive session, which means at any given point if you are not clear with anything, feel free to ask your questions in the comments and I'll answer accordingly. Before starting this class, I have one announcement to make students, and that is that I have already covered all the 9 special laws in a special law series in a special class. So if you are facing difficulty in any of these given law, you can take my recorded session, and this is completely free of cost in my special class. And I have done with the MCQs as well, all the important MCQs as well, and the explanation classes as well. And still, if you are finding it difficult, you may raise your questions on my Telegram channel. Now, students, as you know, the topic of today, which is basically the general exceptions. So, before starting the introduction of the general exceptions, if you have any questions, you may ask in the comments. Very good evening, Santani, Shashi. Very good evening. I hope you all are doing fine. Okay, so now I'm starting with the basic introduction of general exceptions. Okay. So the very first thing which you should know about general exceptions is the chapter number. So basically chapter number 4 of IPC deals with this concept of general exceptions. There are total 23 chapters, 511 sections in IPC. So chapter number 4 deals with the concept of general exceptions, and starting from section 76 to 106 deals with general exceptions. Okay. You can divide this whole concept of general exceptions into two parts. The first part is from section 76 to 95, and the next part is 96 to 106. So basically this chart is made for right to private defense. Okay. And these are your general exceptions. Okay. Now coming forward, before starting with this chapter, in the introduction itself, you should know about this. Just a second, I have got some questions in the comments. Amit Kumar Astana, sir, kindly provide me the link of all those classes related to 9 acts of paper 1. Amit, you can go to my profile. I can give you the link of my profile of Unacademy. Okay, just give me a second. See, here is the link of my profile of Unacademy. In this, there are going to be two sections. One is of plus class sections, another is of special class sections. So what you can do is you can go into my special classes and you can find all those classes. Still, if you are facing any difficulty, still if you are not able to find those classes, so what you can do is you can raise your query on my Telegram channel. Okay, this is the link of my Telegram channel, or what you can do is just open your Telegram app, search for my name Sandeep, Sandeep, K for Khatri, my surname, UA, Unacademy, and you will reach to my channel, and just there put a question that you want link of this particular class, and I'll personally post there. Okay, so I hope, Amit, I have answered your query. Done. Chaliye ji. Now, coming back to the introduction of general exceptions. So, I have told you that the very first thing about general exception is that it is chapter number 4 of IPC. The second important thing is from starting from section 76 to 106. So, total 30 sections are deal with general exceptions. You can divide this whole concept into two parts, 76 to 95 and 96 to 106. That is your right to private defense. Now, in the introduction itself, there are two more things which you should know. What is the role of section number 6 of IPC when it comes to the concept of general exceptions? Or the second question is, what is the role of section 105 of Indian Evidence Act? So you should know basically these 2 points. The very first one is section 6. So section 6 basically works like a bridge between all the offenses and these exceptions, which means section 6 makes this concept clear that whatever illustration you are reading, whatever offense you are reading, you are going to read that with, so suppose if you are reading, for example, if you are reading section 378 of IPC, okay, so you will read section 378 with section 76 to 106. So basically, if there is a child whose age is 5 years and he has committed the offense of theft, so as per to section 82, nothing is an offense which is done by a child whose age is below 7 years. Okay, so that is the role of section number 6. यू आर वेलकम अमित कुमार. दिव्या सर मैक्सिम्स की लिस्ट प्रोवाइड कर दीजिए टेलीग्राम पर. Divya, just post a question on my Telegram channel that you need the list of maxims, and yes, I do have the list of important maxims, so I'll post there by myself tonight only. Okay? Anything else? Completely correct, Amit Kumar Astana. Section 6 basically create a legal fiction that every definition, illustration, etc. or any penal provision is subject to chapter 4 of IPC. Exactly. Correct. Completely correct statement. Okay. Now coming to what is the role of section 105 of Indian Evidence Act. So section 105 basically deals with the burden of proof. Now, the burden is on the accused or on the prosecution to prove that their case falls under any of the general exceptions. See, students, now I'm explaining the concept of section 105. You know, the general rule is if there is a person, Mr. A, and if he has committed any offense, he will get the punishment, right? This is the general rule. But if his case fall under general exception, then A will not get the punishment. But now the question is, the burden of proof is on the accused to prove that his case falls under general exceptions, or it is on the prosecution. So the answer of this particular question is given under section 105, which makes this point very clear that it is not the prosecution, it is the accused who has the burden of proof that his case falls under any of the given general exceptions. And if he succeed in proving that point in the court of law, he will not get any punishment, but vice versa, or in the opposite case, he will get the punishment for the concerned offense if he fails to prove that his case doesn't fall under any of the general exceptions. So this was your basic introduction of the whole chapter of general exceptions. Now, any question from this part? Yes, please. Sashi, as of now, I'm doing explanation class. Once I'm done with all the explanations, I'll take one complete MCQ test as well on IPC. Okay? Now coming to the next part. Students, you all have read about this chapter number 4, but I want to give you a new perspective that how you can read, how you can understand, how you can learn all the sections in relation to general exceptions. And how you can do that, just look at this chart. You can, starting from section number 76, you can always read with section 76 with section 79. Now section 77 is always read with section 78. Then there is section number 80. Then there is section number 81. Then there is section number 82 is always read with section 83. Then section 84. Section 85 is something which is again read with section number 86. Section number 87, section number 88, section number 89. Just a second. 76, 79, correct. 77, read with 78, fine. Section 80, 81, 82, 83, done. 84, done. 85, 86, done. 87, 88, 89. And you are going to read with section 90 that defines the concept of consent. And this is also going to be read with section 91. Even you can add one more section here, section 92 as well. This basically is a all related sections. Okay. Now coming to the next concept, that is your section number 93, then your section 94, and last your section 95. So this is starting from 76 to 95. What is the connection between these sections? Okay, let's do one by one. The very first one is 76 and 79. Now, why I have put both these sections into one box? Because there are many common things. There is one your famous maxim, ignorance of law is no excuse. So that will fall under 76 and 79. Ignorance of fact may be excused. That will again fall under 76 and 79. Then there is a concept of good faith, which is common in 76 and 79. Then 76 is basically deals with the concept of when the person is bound by law. And 79 is something that is justified act. So when it comes to the example of bounds, you will find examples of soldier or police officer. Okay. So if a person is bound by law and he does some act which is in good faith, or which is a mistake of mistake of fact, that person will get excused. That is under section 76. Similarly, when it comes to section 79, if a person done justified act, which is again in under good faith. See, good faith is again, the term good faith has been defined under section 52. Very, very important term. Okay, the proper care and caution. So basically, section 79 is your justified act done in under good faith, and there is mistake of fact, the person will get the defense. Any questions from this chart? Okay, I'm continuing myself. Then coming to section number 77, I'm giving you the keywords here of the sections, how you can learn all these sections. For section 77, the defense has been given to the judge. The judge who is acting judicially, again acting in good faith, the judge will get the defense under section 77. And whosoever, and by the term whosoever, I mean the police officer or the hangman who are executing the order of the judge, they will get the defense under section 78. So this is your 77 and 78. The judge will get defense under section 77, and the hangman or the police, you can say, will get the defense under section 78. Then your section number 80 is basically the accident. Now, accident is something which is a misfortune. If someone is doing a lawful act in a lawful manner for a lawful means with all proper care and caution, that situation will fall under accident. But if there is no proper care and caution, if there is any negligence has been involved, then the case will fall under section 304A, that is death by negligence. Now coming to 81, 81 deals with your doctrine of necessity. There is a landmark judgment in relation to this, your Dudley versus Stephens case. Then 82 and 83, Doli in capex and Doli capex. Section 82 gives absolute protection to a child whose age is below 7 years. Nothing is an offense which is done by a child whose age is below 7 years, which means absolute protection. There are no exceptions to it. But when it comes to section 83, the court will judge. So that is why this is Doli in capex. But section 83 is Doli capex. So in the case of section 83, the court will judge the maturity level of the child. And if the child is mature enough that he has already generated the mens rea, in that case, he will get the punishment under juvenile laws. Okay. Section 84, that is unsound mind. Students, there is one thing which is common in all these sections. The reason why under section 82 there is absolute that the person will not get the punishment. Similarly, under section 84 there is unsound mind. Okay. Similarly, when it comes to section 85, there is a person intoxication. The reason is same, and that is because the mind, if does not know the consequences of their conduct, either because of the minority, the age of minority, either because of unsoundness or because of intoxication, then the mind cannot generate mens rea and the person will not get the punishment. Now, one more thing, when it comes to section 84, we are concerned for only legal insanity, not the medical insanity. Now, what is the difference between these two key terms? Legal insanity means at the time when the offense has been committed, at that particular time, the person must be unsound. You can take one recent example from the current affairs. That one ASI, I hope you all have gone through with that news, that one ASI, the police officer has shot down the health minister of Orissa. And now the news are coming that the person is suffering from some mental issues. So if at the time of committing offense, if someone is unsound mind, that person will get the protection under section 84. Continuing, now coming to section 87. 87 is basically the keyword which I have given to this section is your adventure sports. If you have played any adventure sports, for example, skydiving or something related to parachute jumping, then you usually sign a waiver form. Okay. Or if you are playing a sports like boxing, okay, in which if everything goes as per to the rules in good faith, if the person got hurt, he is the one who is responsible for that. There is one popular maxim as well which is attached to this one, that is volenti non fit injuria. हिंदी में भी इसका एक मुहावरा है, आ बैल मुझे मार. So even you can relate that also. So section 87 is basically similar to that only. If there is an adventure sports, if you have given free consent for that, and what is consent, that is defined under section 90. So 90 defined the concept of consent. Now coming to section 87, you can take example of fencing as well, talwar bazi. Okay, that kind of a sports. Now coming to section 88 and 89. So what is the difference? In 88 and 89, the best example to understand these concepts is of doctor only. Now what is the difference? The difference is when the doctor is going to perform a surgery in relation to suppose heart or brain, In that case, the usually before going to the surgery, the patient give the consent. So under section 88, the patient gives the consent for the surgery, and under section 89, it is the guardian who has given the consent. So that is the major difference between section 88 and 89. Okay. Now you can read section 92 as well. 92 is again the exam. You can again take an example of doctor, but the difference here is under section 92 there is no consent. So let's assume a situation here. So suppose there is a road accident and Mr. X becomes unconscious, and one stranger took Mr. X to the hospital. Now Mr. X, because he's unconscious, he met with this accident and he cannot give the consent, and the doctor does not have that much of time that he can wait for some guardian or some family member who can give consent on his behalf, and then the doctor perform the surgery, and still if the doctor not able to save his life, the doctor will get the defense under section 92, that is without consent. There is one famous example, one illustration of section 92, and that usually comes in your exam, that is of the tiger one. Okay, if a tiger attacks on a person, Mr. A, and now Mr. X, to save life of Mr. A, Mr. X shoot at the tiger, but accidentally he hit A only, and A died. In that case, also Mr. X will get the defense. Now, Mr. A has not given the consent, okay, okay, you can save my life, but still that situation will fall under section 92. Now, coming to one exception, that is section number 91. Section 91 says if someone is committing an offense under section 87, 88, or 89, if there is any specific offense is taking place, then irrespective of these defenses, the person will get the punishment. Let's take an example of causing miscarriage, that is section 312, students. If the husband and wife gives consent to the doctor to go for abortion, okay, just because that is a girl child, in that case they are committing an offense of causing miscarriage, and both parties, whether it is the doctor or the husband and wife, both will get the punishment under section 312. So that is your section 91. Section 93 is basically your communication. Okay, so communication must be done in good faith. Yes, there are times, there are examples when a news can also, an information can also, a communication can also take someone's life. So section 94, which is basically if you are doing an act which is not voluntarily, which is because of any kind of coercion, then that is not your act and you will not get the punishment. There are two exceptions of section 94. If someone is causing death, the person will get the punishment. If some person is committing an offense uh, which is uh, which is against the state, which is punishable with death, that is also, these are the two exceptions of section 94. And the last section, section 95, is basically a trifling act. So one of the best example for section 95 can be if you are on a Rajiv Chowk metro station and someone pushes you, and then you just went to the police station to lodge an FIR, then that is something which is not allowed because it's a trifling matter. So these are your starting from section 76 to 95, the general exceptions, which I tried to combine in on a single chart. Now, if you have anything, any query, anything which is not clear to you in relation to any section, feel free to ask your questions in the comments and I'll answer accordingly. Section 87 maxim. Okay. Volenti non fit injuria, Divya. Volenti non fit injuria, and that maxim will be applicable on section 87, 88, and 89, all these three sections. Yes, please. Anything which you are not clear with, or should I ask some questions? Chalo, if you are clear, then answer me this query. There is a child, okay, and today is his birthday. And on his birthday, he became, this is his seventh birthday, okay, and on his birthday, a guest came in, and that is also without gifts, okay. So this child attack on the guest, and the guest got killed. Now you tell me whether the child will get defense under any of the sections. Will get the defense, yes or no? Yes, please. Let's see if you can answer that. Amit Kumar Astana, please go through with the section number 83 if you are saying. Okay, let everyone answer first. After that, I'll conclude. Two students has answered, Amit Kumar Astana and Divya Yadav, and both are saying 83. Sumati Success Channel. Sumati has answered 82. What about others? See, the beauty of this question is, if you are saying section number 82, then section 82 deals with below 7 years. And when you are dealing with section 83, if you are saying it is section 83 as per to Amit and Divya, then it says above 7 years and below 12 years. Correct? Then my counter question to Amit and Divya is, if you are saying 83, then please tell me the reason why or how you figured this out, that if someone is of 7 years of age, that person will fall under section 83 and not under 82. Amit. Okay, Sashi Poonam has answered 82. Amit, since the child is of 7 years, so he will be prosecuted according to his understanding and knowledge of the offense committed by him. Amit, I got your answer. Okay. You are like, sir, the case will fall under section 83. My counter question to you is, understand the question. Why section 83? Now, let me clear my question. Why I am asking this? Because as per to the heading of section 83, it says above 7 years. And this is still the birthday, 7th birthday of this child. Okay, now Divya is answering we cannot go with section 82 because there is below 7 years. Chaliye, now let me conclude the answer, students. First, I'll tell you my own reasoning on this answer. Okay, and with that reasoning, you may be like, you may be convinced, or you may be like, sir, we don't agree with that. That is, I'm completely fine with that. Okay, so I'll give you first my reasoning. Second, I'll give you, because this question has already been asked in one of the UP PCSJ exam as well. So I'll tell you the answer according to that answer key as well. Okay. So let's start with this only first, UP PCSJ. So the answer lies in, they says this will fall under section 82, and they are giving him, because if they are following this case under section 82, which means absolute protection, okay, doli in capex. This is as per to UP PCSJ exam. Okay. Now coming to my reasoning to this. See, if I go with the words, then this case will not fall under neither 82 nor 83, right? If I go as per to the words, this will not fall under neither of 82 nor 83. Fine. This is my first explanation. Now coming to the second one. But if the case does not fall under 82 or 83, we still need to decide. We still need to decide. Now coming to both these sections, if you look carefully, then if the case fall under section 82, there is 100% protection given to the child. And if the case falls under 83, section 83, still there is somewhere you can say 50% chances of protection, 50% chances of, you can say 50% protection, 50% chances of getting punishment, right? This is completely my reasoning. You will not find answer of these kind of questions in any of the textbooks, right? But if I read this whole concept combinedly, I can say, because the case fall in neither of these sections, still there are 150% chances that the child whose birthday was on, who was completely 7 years of age, there are still 150% chances that he will not get the punishment. And with this logic only, you can conclude that his case will fall under section 82 only. You will put that child under section 82, which means absolute protection. Done? I hope it's clear. If you still have any doubts, you may ask in the comments. Chaliye ji. Now I have some important announcements for you. So students, this is the link of my profile of Unacademy. Uh, this is the link of my Telegram channel, and this is my code Khatri10. So let's crack PCSJ with Unacademy. These are some important information, students. Upcoming batches of Unacademy already started from January 26, regular linking course 2023. Rapid revision for Uttarakhand Judiciary. This is starting from Feb 1st. Rapid revision for West Bengal Judiciary already started from January 23rd. Unacademy has already announced the judiciary notes. You can see all the judiciary notes are available on your Unacademy app. This is your last chance to avail 20 plus 20% off on your judicial subscription. And this is valid till January 31st, and these are the last 6 hours to go. Okay. There is price hike coming soon, students, from Feb 1st. That is basically from tomorrow onwards, on both Plus and Iconic, as you can see. If you are preparing for UP Judiciary Prelims exam, then you can subscribe for this mock test series, and there are only a minimum amount, and you can get 3 full length mock tests. One is on 3rd Feb, the second one is on 5th Feb, and the third one is on 7th Feb. On the same ground, there is a mock test series on Chhattisgarh Judiciary as well. In this, you will get 5 full length mock tests, and these are the dates available. Then again, this is a very minimum amount, 500 only, and you can always use the code to get the offer price as well. So that's it from my end. So in my next class, till then, yes, it's time to say peace.